Hey, it's Shakira from GlowBeautyWellness.com, and today we're going to answer a really important question, and we'll make a two-part question. The first one I get all the time is, are you a vegan? And the short answer to that is no. We'll get into more detail about that in a second. And the second question is, which is the best diet for me to follow? And the answer to that is, it depends. First of all, I'm not big on diets. I don't believe diets even work. And the reason for that is we are all different. We all have a different chemical makeup. It's called bioindividuality. And that means that what one diet works for Sally may not work for Jessica and will not work for Shakira. Okay, and the reason for that is our bodies require different things, require different foods, require different amounts of exercise, require different amounts of everything. And when you get into dieting, it's just like a roller coaster. I was on the dieting roller coaster for many, many years, and I was never successful because usually diets require you to restrict some calories, restrict this type of food, restrict this, restrict that. And as humans, naturally, I think that when we're told to reduce, restrict, or cut out anything, we are going to start to get a little, what's the word, rebellious, and then the diet becomes a chore, a job, and that's just not feasible for the long run. And that's why dieting is just, it just doesn't make any sense. And this is my personal opinion, but from Atkins diet to other diets that are out there, Slim Fast, I mean, you name it, I've tried it. And every time I went on a diet and went off, I gained the weight back. So um if you want to try dieting, great, go for it. But just be aware that just because one thing works for your neighbor or your sister or your mom or your brother, that does not necessarily mean it's going to work for you. And the reason for that is, number one, diets don't work. Number two, they don't work for the long run. And number two, you're completely different. Um, so as far as the raw food movement, the vegan movement, and all these other food categories, I don't identify with any type of style of eating like 100%. I absolutely have so much love for raw veganism and vegans and vegetarians and stuff like that. People that thrive that way. There are some people that can thrive on a vegan diet. There are some people that cannot. I went off the deep end one year completely and was a vegetarian, and I was not healthy. I was not doing good. I was not well. And you will hear many stories of people, becoming vegans and it just not working well for their body. And then you have some people from the community, of the vegan community, who say, oh, you're not doing it right. It's the best way to live. It's the best way for that person to live. And I know some vegans and vegetarians that completely thrive that way. So much respect for them. But there are other people out there and other ways of eating that other people thrive too. I did not thrive being a vegetarian. I absolutely love fruits and vegetables. I encourage everybody that I come into contact with, you need to eat more vegetables, eat this, and I guess that's why people think I'm a vegetarian and a vegan, and I also use the tags on my Instagram. But a lot of the meals that I post are vegan and vegetarian. But maybe 2 times out the week, I'll have some meat. Organic, free range. And I just feel much better that way. I absolutely do. So anyway, I hope I did not lose you too much in this conversation, but what I want you to take away from this video is, if you want to try diets, if you want to try paleo, vegan, vegetarian, whatever else is out there, great, good for you. But pay attention to your body, okay? Pay attention to your body, because our bodies tell us what we need in the forms of aches and pains, canker sores, pimples, things like that, bloating, gas, sluggish, tired. Our bodies will tell us, our bodies give us feedback. So be mindful of what your body is telling you. And if you don't want to identify with anything 100%, which is how I choose to live my life. I just choose to live a healthy lifestyle. I choose to eat things that nourish my body, and I choose to feed my family in a way that's going to nourish their bodies as well, and try to teach like my kids, not to be so caught up in the labels. I know that that's a big thing, being caught up in the labels, but you don't have to be. You can try one way, you can experiment, but again, listen to your body. Understand that what works for me may not work for you in terms of dieting. A healthy lifestyle will work for anybody, but a diet that works for your mom may not work for you. Okay, so I hope I answered the questions. Hope I didn't confuse you too much. And yeah, until the next video, I hope that you have a really wonderful day. Bye.